What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back, everyone. This is Lee, and yes, today's the day. This is a special day today. This is my favorite. I don't think people even care if it's my favorite or not. This is my favorite focal length, the 28mm f2.8. I love this focal length. I know a lot of you guys also love this focal length if you're watching this video. I don't know why would you be watching this video if you don't love this focal length, but today we have the amazing Nikon. We got 3 generations, 28mm 2.8 aperture lens, and we have the AIS version, we have the NonD version, and we also have the SE version for the Z mount. So with all that said, let's begin. So the first lens we'll talk about is the AIS version. This lens right here has 8 elements, 8 groups, 7 blades. It shoots from 2.8 up to f22. It takes a 52mm filter thread, and also it's fully manual. And believe it or not, this lens right here, it's still being produced. You can still buy brand new. So with that in mind, $550 brand new, 400 used, or even less than that depending on the condition. So yeah, that is pretty cool on Nikon's part, because a lot of camera companies out there, they stop making their own manual focus lenses, which sucks, but good for Nikon. That's tradition, baby. And the next version we'll talk about is the NonD version. This lens has 5 elements and 5 groups, 7 blades. It shoots up to 2.8 to f22. It has a 52mm filter thread. Also, this lens can go from manual focus and autofocus, and you could still buy this version. Well, not this version. You could buy the D version today for $300. I think it's on back order right now. And you could buy this particular version under $100. This is the NonD version, so you just keep that in mind. And the very last version is the re-up, is the SE version for the Z mount. It has 9 elements, 8 groups, 7 blades. Unfortunately, it can only go up to 16. Yes, aperture f16, so keep that in mind. And it's a Z mount, so you're not able to do the DSLR or film camera conversion. And this lens will cost you roughly around $300. I know it says 307. That's a weird number. it's like inflation numbers or something, but $300, give or take, you know, 300 bucks. There we go. Now, in terms of weight, the AIS version weighs about 275 grams, whereas the NonD version weighs about 205 grams, and the SC version weighs about 184 grams. So there you go. Now, as for aperture control, AIS do have the aperture control where you can manually control your aperture, which is pretty cool. So does the NonD version. They have that as well. But the SE version, you don't have the ability to change the aperture manually. You need to do it within the camera. So that's just something for you guys to know. I wish Nikon left a aperture ring on the SE version. That'd be pretty cool, actually. Oh yeah, by the way, in terms of build quality, definitely the AIS, all metal construction. Woo, very nice. The NonD, all plastic. It's very cheap, and I don't know. I feel like this is always, I don't know. It's a different feeling. I feel like they didn't put too much effort on this particular version right here, but definitely the SE version. It's a nicer feeling on the focus ring. Plastic wise, it's all plastic obviously, but I think that the SE version is better built than the NonD version, just my opinion. Now, as stated before, the AIS version, this particular version right here, is full manual. The NonD version, this lens right here can go autofocus and full manual. By the way, DSLR and SLR, no Z mount, right? And the SE version right here is just for the Z mount, as stated before. Now, if you want these 2 lenses to attach to your Nikon Z mount, you can, and you can also give it autofocus. I'll leave a link down below. It's with this adapter right here. This is the Megadap adapter. You can get eye tracking with this adapter along with your Nikon Z and your manual lenses. So definitely check that video down below. Now, with all that out the way, let's take a look at some image quality tests. Now, here's the first test. We'll take a look at the vignette on all lenses at 2.8, f4, 5.6, f8, and f11, f16, 22. There you go. Here's the next test. It's the bokeh test. Here's 2.8, f4, 5.6, f8, f11, f16, and here's 22. Now here's the distortion test. Here's the AIS. Here's the NonD, and also here's the SE. Now for the next test, I'm shooting outdoors in a clear summer day in the afternoon, and I'm shooting directly at the sun, and here's what it looks like. And as you can clearly see, the NonD version has some interesting flaring going on. The AIS version seems to handle it pretty well. However, the SE version, it seems to always clinically, I guess, corrected. I don't know. It looks very clean throughout the entire aperture range on the SE. The AIS seems to kind of give it some subtle overlay of the sun, whereas the NonD just, it can't handle any of it. It's just like, whoa, this is too much sun. Now here's a close-up. We're in the middle of the frame. You guys get to see side by side. Let me know what you guys think. This is to let you guys see the color difference and also the sharpness difference. So let me know your comments down below what you guys think. Now here is the left side of the image close-up as well. You guys get to see the edge sharpness. Let me know what you guys think as well. Now here's the right side of the image close-up as well. You guys get to see the color and the sharpness, edge to edge sharpness. Let me know your thoughts down below. Now in this next portion, you guys get to see the entire range on each specific lens. This is the AIS 2.8 to f/16. And the next lens is the NonD, and as you can see, you get violent flares around 5.6, and you have chromatic aberration issues in this lens. Now obviously the next lens is the SE version, and let me just be clear, this lens is so clinically like clean. There's no sun, there's no craziness in the image at all. It's just good to go, pretty much. So for those folks that have been following my Instagram, you guys know that I don't do just one test and call it good. I do about 30 tests, but for this video, I'm gonna show you guys 2 tests. And if you guys have not added me on my Instagram, definitely add me on Instagram. And if you enjoy this content so far, definitely click like and subscribe. That would definitely help me on this channel, and I can do more of this type of lens review down the road for you guys if you guys are interested in these type of reviews. But anyways, in this next test, exact same thing. I'm outdoors on a clear summer day. This is a different day, by the way, different day, but definitely I'm shooting directly at the sun, and this is what you guys gonna get. Now here's the middle of the image. Let me know down below what you guys think. Here's the left side of the frame. Now here's the right side of the image close up as well. Now here is the whole aperture range. This is the AIS from 2.8 to f/16, and as you can see, it does warm up somewhere in the middle, whereas the NonD version, it's chaotic all over the place, obviously, but yeah. And the SE version is the most boring version in my opinion, because there's no variation in the colors. It's clinically corrected. It's all good to go. There's no sunshine in my scene. So there we go. There we go. So just wrap things up, at the end of the day, I don't think there's actually a clear winner. I think there is a lens for everyone out there, and it all depends on what format you're shooting and what kind of image you're looking for. And so with that in mind, I'm gonna leave the choice up to you guys in the comment section down below, because these 3 are all mine. It's hard for me to pick and choose. It's really hard for me to pick and choose because I love all 3. I shoot all 3 of them. But I will say, when I did this test, I didn't expect the results like that. I mean, even the SE version, it looks like it never changed anything. Look consistent throughout the whole entire scene. The NonD version, it was pure violent throughout the range. I mean, the AIS was probably the only one that has some organic qualities to it. It was very natural looking in my opinion. But yeah, with all that said, thank you guys for checking me back. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely click like and subscribe. And yep, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one, all right? Take it easy. Peace.